Welcome back. It's time for another little AVCX crossword. Actually, I'm going to start off by showing how I work through finding crosswords to solve on Crosswordr. Because today on my Puzzles for Me page, I don't have any Lil AVCX crosswords showing up. And I'd like to do some smaller ones. So, I mean, there is the Liz Gorski's Daily Minis, her 5x5s. But I want to do the AVCX. So how can I get there? I'm going to click on my first one here. I think this was actually released last night, the AVCX Classic, which I will be starting to do soon. Just want to start off by doing some of the little ones first. And if I click through AVCX, it brings up the profile page for AVCX and gives you some information here. The AVCX has been sending out a weekly crossword puzzle for over 15 years, a lively, current, polished product with vibes that mainstream publications cannot match. In 2022, they expanded to a 6 times a week word game. Yes. Okay, so subscribers can now solve the American and cryptic puzzles on Crosswordr, and to access subscriber-only puzzles or to become a subscriber yourself, see the more info page. And we are also featuring a number of sample puzzles for non-subscribers. So these are the okay. So there are also sample puzzles in there, all of them, and then there's the samples, and there's some small ones in here. I could do the samples too. Let me know if I should do the samples. Once I finish the most recent ones, I think I'll go back. So I'm going to start with the first one of the little AVCX that I can find that I have not solved. I wish there was is there a way to filter? Can I filter themed, themeless, cryptic, and meta? Nice. We want the middies and the minis. The little AVCXs are middies. 15X, these should be called maxis, shouldn't they? I mean, in line with the, or the large should be maxi. I guess, I don't know. Thinking of like the skirt, or maybe the maybe the large is the A-line or something like that. The dress sizes. Mini, or like skirt, midi skirt, midi dress, maxi dress. I don't know. Beginner and intermediate solvers. Let's try to see that. Let's do those ones. And then let's go into... Do we want a themed one? It doesn't have to be themed. I do like a theme. But I'll just go with the first one. I thought I could maybe filter by something else. How about the most comments? Sort by the most comments. Let's go with that one. That's classic, hidden in plain sight. But this is a little AVCX. 11 by 11. Let me go with that one. And let me just do a couple things here. I'm going to copy and paste the link before doing that. So I just need to take a note or two here and get started here. Let's go to solve. And this is by Katja Brinck, edited by Sally Hoelscher. And the theme is Eclipse, the title there. Let me see if there's a about this puzzle here. And so it says today they're bringing us a 11 by 11 MIDI by roster member Katja Brinck titled Eclipse. It's a playful puzzle with a timely theme and packed full of bonus theme adjacent content. Katja says, when I realized this puzzle was scheduled for an April 8th date, I knew that I had to find an eclipse angle. I think this was from last year, right? With the eclipse happening. This is the first time since 2015 that I wasn't going to be attending the ACPT, with the exception of the pandemic years, of course. But I have a good reason. As this puzzle drops, I'll be traveling in Vermont with my family with plans to see the eclipse on the afternoon on April 8th. Next total solar eclipse in North America won't happen again for another 20 years. So it seemed like this was a great opportunity. And her original idea of grid art to visually depict an eclipse didn't end up working, as a mentor commented, but it's very hard to make circles out of squares, right? Of course, especially in a small grid, right? But I hope solvers enjoy this puzzle and have fun with all eclipse and space stuff I attempted to put in it. Now I just have to hope the weather in the Northeast cooperates. Happy solving. Yeah. Was this 2024 or was that 2023? I think that might have been 2023, right? I don't remember when was the eclipse? There aren't that many there's only 3 comments. But we got to add more comments. Add more comments. If you do any crosswords on Crosswordr, add a comment. Really help it go. Okay, so the other thing that I like to do here for myself is to take a screenshot of the grid and add that to my thumbnail for the day. So I'll save that off screen and I'll work on that later. Now, let's see. Let's get started then. So an asparagus unit. It's 7 minutes in. I haven't even started the puzzle. Okay. So if you hopefully you bear with me here. So let's get started here. I'll have to put like chapter markers or something on here. Asparagus unit is a spear, usually, right? Not a stalk. Animated reaction. I was actually like, I have to comment on this for some reason. I don't know why. I saw like an agave plant, I think. And the agave plant had like the stalk coming out of the center, the spear coming out of the center. And it had those little like ribs on it that like those little triangular protrusions that come up and they get quite dark. And it looked like a giant asparagus spear. And I didn't know that that's what agave did. And let me just make sure that I'm understanding the plant correctly, because I thought it was an agave plant. But maybe it was something else. Any botanists, let me know, what plant was I looking at? Because I don't know what it was. All right, I'll have to share an article that I just found. It's on the Agave Plants Asparagus Death Fetish. And so apparently that's when the agave plant is about to die. So, okay, side quest done. Let's go back to the puzzle. Animated reaction with a hard G sound or a soft G if that's how you roll. If I go with the soft G. That's how I roll. It's the hard G, or the soft G, not the hard G. Happening in the yard, maybe. Not sure with that one. Happening in the yard. Something happening in the yard. I don't know. Prune precursor is a plum. Billions of years are eons, maybe? In the middle of summer are 2 M's, so that's M's. And how you might greet an astronomer at the Mauna Loa Observatory, which is in Hawaii. So it would be aloha. Happening in the yard, maybe. I don't know. Reason for a Houston, we've got a moon sitch broadcast. We've got a moon sitch. I don't know what this is. It's, you know, the what was it with Apollo 11 or Apollo 13? I don't remember which one it was. Aha, now I get it. Maybe I'll see it. Maybe it's like a lunar. Maybe it starts with lunar. Because a happening in the yard could be a yard sale. Okay, yeah. Go with the theme for lunar something. Don't know. Blank Scout is a Thin Mint supplier. Agreement at the altar. I do. Blank of the Cosmos Green. Brian Green book. The Blank of the Cosmos. Let's see. Asteroid discovered to have its own moon in 1994. From photos taken by NASA's Galileo probe, it's not an. It's named for a Greek nymph, not journalist Wells. I guess. Okay, so it's Ida. Huh. Interesting. It's not an asteroid that has its own moon. Okay. Lunar probe, maybe. We're dropping the E at the end for like a lunar probe or something. The fates of the cosmos. I don't know. I'm not familiar with all of Brian Greene's writing, so I know some of it. Yeah, I actually have one or two of his books, but I have not read them. How people in the path of totality can experience the eclipse for short. I don't. What? 3-letter word for that? Okay, I think this is. Oh, IRL, right? In real life? Maybe? 5 down is a once in a blue moon is a rarity. Best time for viewing meteor showers. It's the time between midnight and 1 hour before morning twilight. Dusk, midnight. Oh wait, midnight, 1 hour before morning twilight. Pre-dawn, maybe? Is this the Fables of the Cosmos? When doubled, Cheer said while shaking a pom-pom, perhaps. Like rah-rah? Oh, the fabric of the cosmos. Right, okay. That would fit. And then so I think it is like lunar probe, and the lunar probe is the actual thing. And then the lunar probe is just a play on that that word. And Santa Ana wins. She, her. Number of planets in the solar system before Pluto was demoted was 9. And if you had a breakfast sando, you ate. And NES games? Is that what this is? Nerd games. Oops. Commute option for a pupper. A doggy day car. So we're dropping the E. We're dropping some E. Okay. NYT games. New York Times. And 6-legged colony members studied on the International Space Station in 2014. It was an ant. I didn't know. How was it? Just the one ant? Just a rogue ant? Or oh, okay, they were studying ants in space, which sounds like a Mel Brooks production. Blank hotel. JFK accommodation option named after a former airline. Oh, JFK accommodation option. Named it TWA? The TWA hotel? Is that what that is? What did TWA stand for? I don't even know that. Yeah, so this is definitely Anakin Skywalker, Darth Vader before he was Darth Vader. Maybe someday later. Now he's just a small fry. Keyboard clicking sounds are tisks, maybe, or taps, tippy tappies. What an eclipse might be to a conspiracy theorist, colloquially, a sign. I don't know. Okay, so this is going to be another theme clue, right? Actor who has trouble remembering their lines. We're dropping the R, dropping the E. Need some help there. Geography class spinners are globes. Maybe it's a blank slat, something that refer to an actor. Don't know, but what is 34 across? Right. Psychic's supposed ability is extrasensory perception, which is ESP, and Shaq's alma mater was LSU, as known famously by... oh, wait, did they... In the movie Blue Chips, it wasn't LSU, but I thought they had, like, similar colors. I'm not sure. Yeah, so 36 across. What an eclipse might be to a conspiracy theorist colloquially? SOS? Sus. No. Yeah. Yeah, it was LSU, so this is sus. Yeah. Right, of course there'd be an eclipse. A flat earth. Mesmerized as one might be while viewing a total eclipse through special glasses. Maybe in awe. Snowcaps are simply chocolate chips with white sprinkles on them per the Candy Critics blog. Yeah, maybe, is it blank slat? I don't understand how that would be a, how a slat would be an actor. Archimedes' principle and others are laws, like scientific laws that, you know, they're observed and hold true. Lies, no use, no something. Treat with Swedish fish variety. Don't know. This is slow-mo, though, right? Oreo with the Swedish fish variety, which probably tastes pretty disgusting. A blank stare, right, and a blank star would be there. Hit or miss. A stat, maybe? Not so is lies. Yeah, that makes sense. Long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. Let's see, according to NASA, during a total solar eclipse, the corona is revealed as a pearly white halo. So as of 2022, players appearing in all MLB games DHs, but oh, it's just hard. It's just weird to parse that. Yeah, the DH is across both the American League and the National League now. And a clumsy sort could be an oaf, and so the airport whose international terminal was built to withstand a magnitude 8.0 earthquake is San Francisco, so that's SFO. I think that solves it, and it does. So let me know what you thought about this puzzle. Any comments on which puzzles you'd like to see me solve? You know, please leave a comment for that. And yeah, this was, I'm going to give it a 3, even though I think it's somewhere between a 2 and a 3. I just can't put a 2.5. Yeah, good puzzle. I really liked it. the dropping of the E, which is interesting. I guess the E being the Eclipse, not with taking some what kind of hallucinogenic drugs. Is E an hallucinogenic drug? I'm not sure. Let's see. All right. That's it for today. I will see everybody in the next one. And so happy solving. And it's Wednesday. So, well, it is for me. Maybe not for you. But until later.